Recorded in Austin, Texas, the Podcast Olympics pits 32 comedians and podcasters against each other in a chaotic tournament full of podcasting-related games and challenges. Now, the president and chancellor of the Podcast Olympics, Ike Rafferty!
Fame, glory, fame and money, podcasting. Since the dawn of time, man has searched for the best way to etch their names into the history books. And in only the last 20 years or so did they actually figure out the right way to do so. Everybody has a podcast these days, but who is the best at it? That's what we aim to find out here in the 2025 Summer Podcasting Olympics. We have 32 of some of the funniest, most prolific comedians and podcasters in the city of Austin joined together in a giant bracket tournament, chaotic, like a soup, just a mixture of fun. And I hope you stick with us. We're going to find out over the course of 8 episodes who the best at this is. And eventually we will crown the gold, silver, and bronze medalists of comedy podcasting. 1 moment. Keep recording. Let's go now and meet some of our judges in today's first episode, the first heat of the 2025 Summer Podcasting Bracket Tournament section. Let's meet them now. We have Tim Stiefler, Al Berry, and Bill Carroll. Gentlemen, do any of you have a podcast?
Yeah, the Big Bad Boy podcast.
Okay. And the rest of you consume podcasts, I would assume.
Oh yeah, all the time.
How many of them bad boys you slamming in a week?
How many am I slamming? Probably 2 a day.
Nice. Bill, you think you could beat that? What's going on?
Yeah. I do 2 at a time. I got like the AirPods, so I put one in the right, one in the left.
Nice. Any of y'all ever try this thing? You do like 2.25 speed? You cram like 7 podcasts in, you bang them out in like 20 minutes?
I'll do 7 times speed, bang them out in 10, and then I can get the 2 in.
I do 8 times speed and I bang them out.
Yeah.
I do like half speed, but I'm a bit a little slow. But
now, before we get to in today's episode, we have 8 hopeful comedians. Their dreams have led them here today, and they are all desperately wishing that they have what it takes to make it through the challenges that we have set for them. But before we can get to that, we will first start things off with a rousing rendition of the National Anthem. All right, now our first game for today is a game that's going to be called Talking Points. Here's how it's going to work. Each comedian is going to individually have their own allotted set of time. They're going to be given 5 random topics, and they will each have 69 seconds to riff on each topic. At the end, the judges will score which one they were most entertained by based off of set of 5 different criterion they have before them. Today, playing this first game, Game 1, we have Anthony Pappaly and JT Kelley, both of which have their own podcast. Gentlemen, can you tell us briefly about your podcasts?
It's called Bits That Bomb, and honestly, it's kind of the same premise as one of the judges. It's about big black boys and Jew boys, but I call it something else.
You called it something that's maybe a little bit more algorithm friendly.
Yeah, it's just a comedy pod, if I'm being real.
Really?
Just talk about comedy.
So, like, if I need a good laugh,
yeah, you tune in.
And JT, what about you? Are you trying to make us laugh with your podcast, or are you trying to make us feel or think? Or
Definitely not think. It's called The Fart Locker. Not, be honest, the only one that's not like the Jew boy, black boy one. Not like an anti-Jew or anti-black podcast, you know. Well, I've gotten some feedback, but just a general, goofy, we had the Black Israelites on. Well, this sounds anti-Jew the more I talk. All right, I'm going to give them.
Well, why don't we get into the game before either of you put your foot in your mouths or each other's. We're going to do a coin flip to see who goes first. Anthony, your name is alphabetically first, so I'm going to let you call it, buddy. Call it in the air. Call it in the air.
Oh, okay.
In the air, dude.
Sorry, one more time.
It landed on my head, by the way.
Look, I'm not supposed to be biased in this shit, but... All right, call it in the air.
Heads.
All right, it is heads. Do you want to go first, or do you want JT to go?
I want JT to go first.
Okay, JT's going to be going first.
Saboteur.
All right, karaoke.
Oh my gosh. I did karaoke one time and it was at the Ego's place, the place that's like in the basement of an office building. And I tried to sing that song Ebony and Ivory with my friend that worked at a coffee shop. And I sang so badly we got booed off stage. And then a guy outside told me that he used to go to Randy Travis's house and sing karaoke with Randy Travis and that he would sing his own songs. And I was like, that's probably not true, man. But then he said, I'm here to honor him tonight. And so we followed him back inside and he sang a Randy Travis song and it was truly beautiful. He really did a fantastic. I don't know if he was actually over there at his farmhouse with him, but it was much better than me and my friend did trying to sing Ebony and Ivory. And we were both white guys, in case you were wondering, like, oh, cool black friend? Nope. Just another guy. Worked at a coffee shop with him. He got fired from that coffee shop because he refused to serve a police officer. That was actually pretty cool in my opinion. And it wasn't just one time. It was a couple times that they said, Alex, first time you didn't serve a police officer, we kind of forgave it. The second time, this isn't an ideological trench. This is a business. You can't just go head to head with every single enemy that you see peeping around every bush. But sometimes people ask, what's your karaoke song? Never had one. I did Ebony and Ivory one time.
Okay. The next topic is the best movie of the last year.
Oh, it's me again? Oh my gosh. Best movie of the last year. Did you guys see Sinners? I can't talk to you guys. Don't look at me when I ask you that. I saw Sinners with my wife and... Oh no, Sinners was dog shit, to be honest. Sinners was the one where everyone was just singing and dancing. I'm good off that. I liked Oh Brother, We're Out Thou. Not because they were white, just because it was better music. But then I saw... when I seen the vampire movie Nosferatu with my wife, I was pissed as hell because that was a hot vampire that fucked a dude's wife. And I was like, I'm worried about vampires sucking my blood. And now I have to worry about a hot vampire fucking my wife. I said, what'd you think of the movie? She loved it. I was livid. I walked out of there feeling like a cold. It was one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. And I don't think you should make vampires ripped. I think they should be skinny. I think they should be little. If a vampire looks like he could fucking beat me up, that's not scary. I want him to fly from the sky and seem gay and like European. You know what I mean? This guy seemed old European back when they actually had like carry barrels and like haul wagons and stuff. I want a new European that's gay and China's already poisoned and made them all trans. That's the type of European that can be a vampire for me. The old European made my wife too horny. She was sitting there juiced out of her mind. I'm not interested in ever seeing a movie with a vampire that hot again.
The next topic is Israel versus Palestine.
Oh, man, I think 1948 is one of the greatest crimes in history. And I think 5 years from now, people won't say, oh, JT's rhetoric was scary and bad. They'll say, oh, I actually believed him. I agreed, too. I agreed that Zionism was a colonial project and was built on the backs of genocide. But I just didn't like the way he said it at the time. I guarantee in 10 years, everyone's going to think just like that. And right now, it's like a fringe blue hair, far left idea to be like, man, maybe Zionism is actually like a crime against humanity. But like 10 years from now, people will be like, oh yeah, that was crazy that we let that happen. That was crazy that we let that happen time and time again. But I just want to make it an entertainment, so we're going to remove this part, right? I'm not going to go online and say that, like, Palestine was there before Israel and that Israel's like a Western project that's like, taking over the Levant. But you guys ever heard from Greater Israel? It's where they're going to take all of Egypt too? I'd let that happen in my lifetime. It's probably what we're going to see. We're going to see a U.S.-sized Israel across the Middle East. We're going to be doing trade with them. And then we're going to talk about Palestinians like we do Native Americans. We're like, dude, they have reservations and casinos out there.
Okay. Your next topic is Israel versus Michigan.
I would love for that war. I would sign up for the Michigan National Guard for Israel versus Michigan in a moment. I'd wear whatever Michigan state flag is. I'd put that on my body and I'd wreck it. I'd love to do that. That's a dream come true. That's like why God put me on this earth. I feel too strongly led by God to join a crusade, though. So I'm thinking I might need, like, pills. I feel like, no, God put us on this earth to fight over religion. That's why God made man in his image, to fight over the best way to worship him, or the worst way to worship him, and over land. And I think that's part of our DNA, and it's good that we did that. Wait, is Israel actually going to war with Michigan? I don't read the news. So if we're actually at war, if Michigan is really going to town on Israel, I feel like Israel's probably going to win. Michigan's like the worst state. Has Detroit, worst city besides Stockton, but Stockton's in a state with like a bunch of great cities. So when Michigan's known for two cities, one being Dearborn.
Okay, your final topic is gay best friends.
Wow, gay best friends. I worked at a vegetarian restaurant, so I have a lot of gay best friends. Everyone that worked there was gay. Oh my God. It was like the gayest place I've ever been. One time, my friend Alex, he had like 8 cats, and him and his friend Benji lived in this little house across the street from a job site I was working on. And I'd go over there on my lunch break to take a nap on his couch and smoke their weed. And one time I woke up and they were having gay sex in the bedroom super loudly. Like it's like a little partition over. And I was like, man, maybe I am a little anti-gay. Because like if it was straight sex, it wouldn't have bothered me that so much. But the gay sex, I was like, oh, bummer that I'm like 5 feet away from my boys having gay sex right now. And the whole place smelled like cat piss. But he gave me a John Benet Ramsey tattoo. I don't know if the camera can see that. It says "Too sweet for this world." So, that was pretty funny. He actually gave it to me on, I guess, like the 20th year anniversary of her death. So I feel like I did it to honor her. I put it in a subreddit, and a girl replied, and she had sex with me from that subreddit. So I'm like, oh, hell yeah, the internet rules. But also, people would comment in that subreddit, and they said, oh, my God, that looks like you were involved with her murder. And I was like, dude, I was 2 years old. I had nothing to do with her murder. It's just like a story I heard on a podcast.
All right, your time is up. Thanks, Kelley. Topic is day drinking.
Day drinking. Fuck yeah, man. You know what I'm talking about? You and the boys, it's daytime, going out, having a drink, sun's up. Fuck yeah. Let's talk about it. What do you like to drink? I'll tell you what I like to drink. I like to start with a beer, take it easy, you know? It's sunny outside. You don't want to burn yourself, go crazy. Luckily, I'm a brown man. My skin don't burn in the sun like y'all's. It's crazy. I also might be the only colored person on this whole show, which is insane. But anyways, no, he's shaking his head. I might be the second one. Anyways, day drinking's pretty sick. I like getting fucked up in the day. I have a day job, so it's kind of hard to do that because if I lose my job again, I'm going to lose my whole family. And if that happens, then I shouldn't even be here right now. What am I doing here if, life is so fragile? But I don't know. Day drinking is cool, man. Like, it's better than drinking at night because at night you kind of have to be more careful. You got to look out for cars. People are not looking out for you. When you drink in the daytime, people can see you. You're a little bit more safe. I feel like drinking during the daytime, you're less likely to have people take advantage of you. At night, people are like, anything goes, But at night, or a day, you're like, man, fuck it. People aren't gonna fucking pull me aside and me or do anything bad to me if I'm fucked up. Anyways.
All right, your next topic is mall kiosks.
Did you write this because I'm Indian? Did you write that one? Because Indians have the market on mall kiosks. You go to any mall, there's going to be an Indian guy there selling you jewelry, watches, AT&T phones. It's a great time. Mall kiosk, I fuck with it. It's like, hey man, come to the mall. I don't have a brick and mortar spot in the mall, but I have hallway space, and that's cool. I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on mall kiosks. I don't really fucking if they're there, if they're not there, I don't think I would miss them if they were gone. But I wonder where those guys go. Like if you don't have brick and mortar like space in the mall, what are you gonna do? You can't. A kiosk only works in a mall. You can't have outdoor kiosk. I don't think anybody fucks with that. You know. I mean, I guess it's kind of nice if you're in a mall. People are like, okay, it's kind of reputable. The mall would not allow like a random guy to come in here and set up a kiosk. But if you're outside, people are like, anything goes here too. It's like day drinking. Anything goes. I would honestly like to go day drinking in a daytime outside kiosk. None of this makes sense. I regret being here. But anyways, get mall kiosk. Let me think about it, man. I think if my life goes to shit, I'm probably going to end up working at a mall kiosk, and that's going to suck.
Bad sex.
God, tell me something I'm not an expert at, you know? Bad sex. We've all had it. We've all been there. You ever put it in the wrong hole? You ever like smell your fingers and you go, that's a mistake? We have all been there. Bad sex, man. It's everywhere. You never know when it's going to hit. It's like it's not like the weather, you know? You can check the weather and be like, oh, rain clouds are coming. You can't like check your phone and be like, ooh, stinky pussy's around the corner, you know? Honestly, smells is what makes sex bad for me. If I smell something funky, I'm out. I don't like that. I don't care if like she's not into it, I'm not into it. It's just like whatever. It's boring. Whoa, all right. It's a distraction. I get an extra point for that one. But you know, bad sex. Bad sex is gonna happen. You got to just live with it. You know. You ever get that's bad sex. That's crazy. Golly, talk about a nightmare. Anyways, I don't think that'll happen to me. I'm a man. It doesn't really happen to men unless you're night drinking. Anything goes. But I don't know. Bad sex. Love it, hate it. You gotta deal with it, you know? It's like a bad day. You're gonna have a bad day. You're gonna have bad sex. You just gotta deal with it. Yeah. It's all right. How much more time on bad sex do I got? Hell yeah.
The singularity.
I don't even know what that means, if I'm being honest.
It's the theory that AI is going to become so powerful that one day it's going to merge with human consciousness and then pretty much take over the world.
Hell yeah. I fucks with that. I mean, I don't like it, but I don't think we have a choice. I don't even like autocorrect anymore. You're going to tell me that I spelled it wrong? Fuck you. I meant to spell it that way, bitch. I don't know. AI is kind of cool. I talk to ChatGPT a lot. You talk to ChatGPT? I talk to it a lot. I talk to it on my drive. I don't even call them like my family anymore. I just turn on ChatGPT and I go, what is singularity? Because I don't know what that shit is. I don't know. I don't even want to be here right now. I'd want to be at home talking to ChatGPT because it's not going to judge me like all of you guys are right now. You know? ChatGPT, I can ask ChatGPT, hey, do monkeys have bad sex? Does that exist in their culture? And ChatGPT's not going to be like, whoa, why are you asking that? It'll be like, whoa, I didn't think about that. Let's analyze the situation. So if singularity happens and fucking AI merges with like human form, and maybe I have an AI wife in the future, like my wife divorces me, likely going to happen, and then I get like an AI wife, and like maybe I turn into AI. Maybe I just upload my brain to a computer, and then if you guys want to talk to me, you just open up an app, and then I'm there. I think that's fine. I think that's cool. I think that's what's up. So I fuck with it. I think it's maybe a way for me to live longer.
All right, your final topic is embarrassing noises.
Fuck you.
Embarrassing noises. That's crazy. I don't know. I think embarrassing noises. All these topics kind of tie in together. You ever just have bad sex and then you're like a pussy fart noise? You know, that's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for her. It's embarrassing for me because I'm gonna laugh because it's a fart noise, and then she's not gonna laugh, and if she feels bad. What other embarrassing noises are there? You ever just talk to an Indian guy with an Indian accent? That's an embarrassing noise. I hate that accent. I'm glad I was born here in America. I don't have that accent. Can I hear your Indian accent? I bet that would be, yeah? Yeah. Anyways, he didn't do it, but I don't know. Waiting for him to do the Indian accent was kind of an embarrassing noise. The silence of that fucking sucked. Yeah, it's crazy. What qualifies you guys to be judges? Don't answer that. The silence is embarrassing. Fuck you. Fuck all three of you. Fuck this. This is crazy, dude. Yeah. You know what's an embarrassing noise? Me holding this red microphone thinking I deserve to be here. I don't deserve to be here. This is fucked up, man. Why'd I do this? I used to be in the military. I used to be an officer. You know what's embarrassing? Getting kicked out, and now I'm in somebody's house at a table talking about fucking bullshit.
All right, thank you, boys.
Okay. Hey, JT, what does that stand for? Jew tits roasted. Anthony, what does that stand for? Ass, N-word, tit, hillbilly? Oh, no, no Yoko. Here we go.
Big pop.
The big pop. Anthony, you were just staring at me the whole time? Which got you extra points. JT, the only thing more confusing than your talking points is your sexuality. Boom roast. And then JT, it looks like your drapes match Anthony's magic carpet. And then that's because he's Indian. Big bush. He dyes it reddish brown. And then you lost some points when you turn on the judges. Apple. It's cool that you have an apple tattoo because you fucking ate it. Okay? I'm going to pass it on.
All right.
Thank you.
Anthony, I'm gonna start with you. I'll be honest. I had a hard time paying attention. I couldn't stop staring at your mustache. You look like you should be Aziz. I'm sorry for scamming your grandma. You asked us what qualifies us to be judges. What qualifies you to be Indian? Okay. You said you're an officer in the military. What were you, Admiral of the 7-Eleven? That's crazy. Sorry. Oh, right. Sorry. We're supposed to talk about the podcast. I thought you did a good job. You said stinky pussy a few times. I wish you had stuck with that a little bit more. I could hear you say stinky pussy all day.
Yeah, it was really funny, that stinky pussy line. I felt like you were somewhat passionate about sex, about bad sex. I think if you talked more about bad sex, I would have given you more points, but you didn't. Overall, I thought you did a good job. I just wish I heard stinky pussy out of your mouth a little bit more. Okay. JT, you did a good job too. You were very passionate. I felt like you're so passionate you could have been Christ and Passion of the Christ, sponsored by Pabst Blue Ribbon. That would have been very fun to see. You talked about casinos in Palestine. I thought that was very creative. I mean, terrorist gambling, that's genius. I felt like you didn't have a whole lot of knowledge overall, so I could tell you've never subscribed to Ty Lopez ever, so... Staying on topic, you were right. I tuned out a few times, but I think you were right. I think you were right there. I liked your whole vibe. You're kind of like Santa Claus if he were a bouncer at a nightclub called Toys. I feel like you'd insist on fixing everything with a wooden mallet, and so I really like your vibe. So. Go ahead, Bill.
All right, thank you, Al. I'll make this quick. Let's see. JT, I said I docked you on the karaoke one. It seems like, there's a lot more to karaoke than Randy Travis, so I had to deduct one from that. But then for knowledge of topics, I gave you some points on the European vampires. I thought that was really nice take. And then you seem to know a lot about Michigan. You hit the key points like Detroit and what did you say, Dearborn?
Dearborn, yeah. It's two big ones.
Yeah, that was a bit of a B-side for the people that don't know much about Michigan. Creative direction, you had painted a really sultry scene of a hot vampire fucking your wife. I thought that was nice. Overall, I said you were captivating, and so I had you maxed out at a 5 for want to hear more, but then you kept looking at me, and then I decided I would take you back down to a 1 because you're starting to scare me a little bit. Sorry about that. Overall, though, that was great. Really enticing stuff. Anthony, yeah, you kind of lashed out at the judges a little bit there, so I gave you some points for that. I thought that was very creative and good. I docked you. It sounds like you've never been day drinking before, so I had to kind of penalize you on that one. Gave you some points in creative direction for bringing up that you're Indian. I didn't see that coming. I thought that was nice. And... yeah, I wanted to hear more. I didn't hear you saying much, and I thought that was really creative, kind of like a cliffhanger, and it kept me... I would have tuned into next week's episode, so thank you very much, both of you.
Thank you to the judges for your wisdom and your insight and your scoring. The scoring especially, because that's what helped determine who the winner was. Now, you guys both were fierce competitors. You gave it your all. You put it all out there on the field. But in the end, unfortunately, only one can progress. So while I love you both as comedians and people, spirit havers and such, I have to ask one of you to leave immediately. Anthony Pappaly from Bits That Bomb and JT Kelley from the Fart Locker. Who will be moving on? Who will be eliminated? JT, you, I'm sorry, will not be moving on to the next round.
How'd that happen?
Get the fuck out of here!
Who did this? We should recount.
Do a recount.
Recount.
Sorry, I do that.
This is an upset.
You have to leave immediately.
Yeah.
You have any sort of exit interview? Anything you want to say?
Man, it was the Israel shit. All those guys just fucking love Israel, man. I was talking to one of them earlier, and they were showing each other photos of Gaza, and they obvious boners, and they kept rubbing each other's boners, looking at the photos of Gaza. And I was like, man, I guess I just gotta like be principled in there.
You know, I really think it might have been the distraction of thinking about your wife getting fucked by a vampire.
No, it was the thing I'm saying. Everyone liked the vampire fucking my wife. Trust me, my wife liked it.
Yeah.
Trust me, everyone, trust me. Everyone really liked that a lot.
Yeah.
Everyone really liked it a lot. I got a standing ovation at one point.
Yeah, I am sorry you have to leave.
Oh no, yeah, no, I have another Olympic. I have another podcast Olympic. I do a different circuit. Like I'm on my way to doing like a different podcast circuit.
If I could just get an exit shot.
Yeah, no, that's what
of you leaving.
I'm on my way to do a different podcast.
Just keep walking though.
Yeah. Go to Playboy.
Anthony Pappaly, how do you feel? The first winner of the first heat of the first ever summer 2025 and the only ever 2025 podcasting Olympics. You are going to be moving on to the next round, the quarterfinals, the first part of the quarterfinals in the podcast Olympic tournament bracket. How do you feel, buddy?
Kind of mixed about it.
I thought you were full Indian. I don't know. All right, thank you, Anthony Pappaly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, great. What an exciting first battle that was. And man, if you're anything like me, you can't wait for the next one. But before we begin, let's meet the comics who will be judging this next game. First up on the judges panel, I'd like to welcome Matty Stew. Matty Stew is the host of the Captain's Dogs podcast. Yes. Next up on the judges panel here today, we have Greg DiPaul, host of an amoeba he got from Lady Bird Lake. Greg, I keep telling you not to swim in that thing, man. I don't know. You should know better than that. How you guys doing today?
I'm doing great. Yeah, was the amoeba thing true? Oh, yeah. Okay.
No, I'm sorry to hear about the amoeba, Greg. We do have a GoFundMe set up for you. Just keep in mind, things could be worse. You could have, I don't know, been hit by a bus.
That's true.
Let's get into it. Today's gamers, the comedians on Game 2 of Heat 1 of Day 1 of the Summer 2025 season of the Podcast Olympics. Welcome, Kandace, Medina, and Kojak. How are we doing today?
We're doing great, man. You sound like you're doing good, too.
He's doing real good.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
You look like $1,000.
Minimum.
When I planned your game, I initially felt a little bad for what I had planned, but now I don't feel as bad.
What is it? We're going to make out? Okay.
Yeah, you're going to make out and you're going to take your tops off. Go ahead,
Okay.
we're going to laugh.
Yeah, sounds fun for everybody.
Yeah, does it? We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Ha ha ha.
Sorry about that.
All right. Now, there are many popular podcasts out there these days. Many of them.
This isn't one.
Plus two.
So sorry. I think I have the zoomies. I'm so sorry.
He is getting flambéed.
There are many popular podcasts these days. One of the most popular being the Joe Rogan Experience. The second
Just
game.
really, ew.
The second game in Heat 1 of today's episode is going to be a Joe Rogan Experience themed endurance challenge.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I've never seen it, but I'm excited to go to get
Kandace,
it
I'll
going.
fill you in. Joe
Yeah.
Rogan's podcasts are famous for being sometimes 4, 5, 6 hours long. So this is going to be, don't you fucking guess what I'm trying to say next by mouthing along what I said. Don't do it. You're doing, honestly, a scary good job, and it's pissing me the fuck off. Anyway, he's known for rambling for hours and hours on end, and that's what I want you and Kojak to do right here, right now, okay? You two are going to spend as long as you can or are willing to go talking to each other about the most insane or mundane things that you can think of. All right? Do we understand the task? Do we understand the challenge at hand? Or was your mind maybe somewhere else, Candace, making fun of me? Do you understand what's happening cognitively? Are you all there? Okay, great. All right. Judges ready?
Yeah, should we order a pizza?
That's up to you. You can say whatever you want to, starting now.
We can do whatever we
All right,
want.
well, first
we're on the JRE.
So what should I do?
I can't tell you
Should I
anything
swallow
about.
my pride?
I can't. Well, you can swallow something, and I can't speak upon the gay black experience.
Listen, here was an unpopular opinion. I
They're
think
not having a good time.
white men have it the worst out here. They're roughing it. It's hard for them. Men have this much testosterone and this much estrogen. Look at Ike.
Yeah, but that's.
Is there any testosterone at all over here? Well, look at this. He's been beaten down by a woman.
No, that's God's plan.
If you need some extra testosterone, brother, I got you.
That's scary to say. It's gonna become probably, and
Of course, it's going to become. Where do you think the testosterone comes from?
I don't think you understand how any of this works.
Do you feel any pressure about your biological clock ticking?
I don't actually. So it's like I have no motherly instinct in me, and
Would you have a baby with me?
no.
This podcast is brought to you by Blue Chew. Use code Kojak and Kandace for 20% off your first order.
Yeah.
Do
it's
not
God's
take
plan.
Blue Chew when you go to a water park by yourself.
That is insane.
I'm giving advice to the
Yeah.
young men out there.
I hope it's not from experiences and just something you just randomly thought of. You don't want to take a Blue Chew and then go to a petting zoo.
Can you bring up some high school wrestling in 4K?
I have a feeling they're not even recording us. Yeah. I have this feeling that that's happening, and that's okay too. Why is there a hole on the butt? No way, that's not on purpose. It's like straight. Look at his balls. That
Listen.
is great. That should be illegal.
First thing I would ask Elon,
What would you ask him?
how can we hyperloop these migrants to Mars? You know how you can tell someone's had AIDS?
Their T-cell count.
Would you rather get locked in a room with Donkey or Shrek, but they're both sexually charged?
Yeah, I'm coming out tonight. I'm feeling alright. That sounds like a lesbian anthem. It's gonna let it all hang out. She's got a long labia. Gonna get everybody's screaming shout. The worst part about being a woman is you're susceptible to get real fucked up by all men. It's totally scary. It's getting hairy. Come on my chest, not in my pussy. I don't want to end up with the child. Coming in pizza.
Is that
We got
extra
the pizza.
sausage?
I hope it's sauce and cheese. Did you get any breadsticks? What are we cooking? Domino's. We're not sponsored.
What's the best music to have sex to?
I think fucking music is so weird and gross.
So you prefer sex in silence, just grunting and...
I prefer human connection.
I was also a C-section baby.
So was I. Who gives a shit?
Well,
I got nipples, Greg. Can you suck me?
Do you like getting fish
Look
hooked?
at my butt.
or your mouth, or anywhere.
Hey kids, do you have a bunk bed at home? But you missed it was funnier when it happened in the moment, and you're too busy circle jerking over there.
I have a question about the community.
Yes.
Is there a term for a cougar? Like yourself?
Oh, yeah, I would be like a jock daddy.
Oh, nice. First of all, the sass. We have an impossible decision ahead of us.
Oh, dude, this is going to be so hard.
Coin flip.
Have you ever had anal sex at 10 a.m.?
No.
Boy.
You ain't know none of that. You don't know life.
Oh, I tell you what.
Until you've had anal sex in the...
Oh, you mean brunch?
It sounds like you're doing whippets. Computer duster.
I had glasses on. I didn't have contacts. So...
Man, some stories, like, you don't need such vivid... This isn't... You're not Tolkien, man. All right? But I think ultimately, I really don't think they're recording and that we are just talking into the ether, which is a funny bit. But we were kind of like having a good time. So
you guys are great.
Yeah, it's been fun.
This has been fun.
This has been a really fun.
I don't know how I'm going to judge this. This
really
is
fun time.
This is just a solid podcast.
Yeah.
Figure it out, Rick.
Figure it out.
Oh, I got it. JRE, just experts.
Just for the judges, could you guys please do a quick one-round game of rock, paper, scissors?
We're going to go 1, 2, 3, shoot. Ready? I want to see that rock. Or paper. I don't want to see scissors. It's a psychological. You got to do the psychological beforehand. So I'm going to go rock. 1, 2, 3, shoot. I was honest.
Keep going till we have a winner.
Now I'm going to go paper. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Damn it!
Did you get that?
Yeah, I got that. Rock beats scissors. I should have went paper.
You got it. It's the rule of threes, dumbass.
Should have went paper.
There you go.
Damn, I should have went paper.
We've made our decisions now. Not based off that or anything, but
okay.
That had nothing to do with anything.
I just wanted to see
That
that.
had nothing to do with anything.
But now we know who the winner is.
My God, we made it all the way through. Everyone lasted the entire time. Not one person, whether it be a competitor or a judge, none of them, no one bowed out. And
nobody lost their shit.
Nobody lost their shit too
No
hard.
crashing out.
Except maybe people in the comments down below.
No crashing out.
Anyway, I'm going to go tally the scores. Judges, let these comedians know what you felt about their performances.
Good job.
Greg, can I go first?
Yeah, go first.
Back to you, Greg.
All right. Yeah, Matty. And that's what I thought. So back to you, Matty.
All right, yeah, I'll take it from here, Greg. Kojak, amazing outfit. Past that, I didn't pay attention to anything you said, but you look fucking great.
Thank you.
Kandace, honestly, I think you're in the wrong career. You have the voice of an angel. I think if not here, I think it's a residency in Vegas, right in front of Celine Dion.
Or Buffalo Wild Wings.
Okay, that was uncalled. That was uncalled for.
Either way, I'm still be getting more work than you.
Back to you, Greg.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, and this is how I eat wings.
Candace, I learned nothing about you, but you were a great time.
Thanks so much. He talks a lot.
All right, folks, the scores are in and they have been tallied.
Wow.
Heat 1, Battle 2. We had 2 fierce contenders. No one tapped out. But unfortunately, only one of you can move on. One of you, to be clear, will move on to the quarterfinals of the Summer 25 season of the Podcast Olympics. And one of you, I will have to ask to leave my house immediately.
It's like uncomfortable.
With a near perfect score. With a near perfect score. Kojak, I'm sorry, you will not be moving on to the quarterfinals.
Well, I just want to say that
Kojak, no, I'm sorry, you got to go. I'm sorry. No, no. I don't care who. No one cares who you were doing it for. You lost. You got to get the fuck out.
Women.
No. Kojak, please get the hell out of here. Please get the hell out of here, Kojak.
When it comes to women,
dude, go
and when you thought I was gay, but now I'm gonna be black about this. Guess what? I don't like women. Women stink. Your pussy's raw. You know, all I gotta do is flash a little titty, you know what I mean? Flash a little labia, and then all of a sudden, like, you know, dudes just flop all over to them and shit like that. I mean, I feel like motherfuckers don't get like a chance like a real nigga like me, like, you know what I mean?
This has been,
you know what I mean? Like type shit, like. You know what I mean? Them dudes in there, they don't really get the fuck I'm doing. You know what I mean? I'm trying to show y'all, you my traumas and shit that I've been through and shit, you know what I mean? Then you got the woman in there, you know what I mean? She tried to invade my space and shit, and she was trying to like talk over me, but it's like, it's all good, you know what I mean? Let me get some therapy.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Unfortunately, you do have to leave the property, though.
Okay. Well, y'all try to set a trap up for me, I see. Not today. Women.
Kandace Medina, you've just won the one and only ever endurance challenge game.
It's the only time I'm going to win an endurance challenge.
This is the first time you've ever won something using your mouth. Fellas at home, you know what I'm talking about? Let's get to the next game. We are going to be taking caller advice. We have a few fan voice messages, people who are general podcasting fans that have called in and left in voicemails seeking advice from our two competitors in this battle. Let's meet them right now. We have Sami Blumenthal and Maverick McWilliams. Welcome, you guys. How are we doing today?
Excellent.
I guess I'll fucking talk second.
Yes,
I'm
you
doing
can.
great. Yeah. I'm doing really good.
I feel really grateful to be here. I feel really supported by my friends. And I feel like this is going to be really good energy we're going to put into a microphone and educate
Award
the
for the
youth.
gayest thing fucking ever said goes to Sami Blumenthal, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hell yeah. No, I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. I'm ready to crush this and just go home, pound 15, 16 beers, call my dad, you know.
And are you both feeling confident and hopeful about your prospects here moving into the quarterfinals?
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck this is, honestly. I'm stoked, but I'm just here. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, that's great. I don't know if I was allowed to talk yet, but keep going. Keep
Okay.
doing you.
You can talk now. Go
Okay,
ahead.
thank
Go
you. I feel really, what was the question?
Yeah, dude, got her all fucked up.
All right, we're going to go ahead and figure out who's going first in this game. Maverick, your name comes first alphabetically. I'm going to let you call the coin flip. Please call it in the air. Here we go.
Tails.
It is heads.
Fuck! Sorry.
Sami, would you like to go first or would you like Maverick to go first?
I will be a gentleman and let Maverick go first.
All right, so here's how it's going to work. In this game, we're going to play a fan voicemail for Maverick first. Okay. Once you hear the voicemail, you'll have 69 seconds on the clock to respond and give the best advice you can.
Is this like a fan from my podcast or a fan
It's just
from...
a general fan of podcasting.
General fan of podcasting.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so Maverick, you're going to be going first.
All right.
I'm going to go ahead and play the voicemail. Once the voicemail has finished, I'm going to start the 69-second timer.
Okay.
And you'll have 69 seconds to give the best advice you can based off of this person's unique issue.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Hey, this is Keith Muffin calling, long-time listener, first-time caller. Listen, I've been having this problem. I've been seeing this lady for, a couple weeks now, and I caught her going through my work computer the other night, and she was like, I think she was stealing files off of it, like reading through emails and just saving stuff to a USB, and I don't know, I'm a little worried because she is Asian. She's Chinese. She's a Chinese national, and I don't really know. She's really interested in my work laptop. I've never really dated anyone who took such a big interest in my work stuff before. But anyways, yeah, would love some advice. Thanks.
All right, go ahead.
First things first, last name Muffin, super weak last name. Get a better one like Scone, something like that would be way better. Second of all, I heard him talk about his work, and then I heard him talk about a computer. Unless you're working a blue-collar job, you don't have a fucking job, okay? Unless you're pouring concrete, tying rebar, putting steel up, building fucking America, you don't have a job. That's a hobby, in my goddamn opinion. Second of all, don't ever let women use technology. What are you doing letting her get that close? First of all, she's probably a dude because I don't know any woman that knows how to use a computer, right? And I don't know what you said about the KGB drive or whatever the fuck that bullshit is, but man, I dropped out of junior college that I went to go rodeo, okay? This is out of my fucking league. All I have to say is A, better name, B, fucking get a better job, and C, I don't trust anybody who's national anything, okay? National Lampoon, National Hot Dogs, fuck all that. I don't do any of that shit, so I would say also drop her, dude. It's fucking white boy summer a couple years ago, I think. Anyway, but yeah, I would just say just get a better bitch. How much time I got left? Okay, cool. Awesome. Almost nailed it right on the head.
All right, Sami Blumenthal, you are up next. And just to be clear, judges, just so you know, Maverick is answering one by himself. Sami will be answering one by herself. And then I'm going to be playing one that they'll both be answering.
Hey, my name is Hector Avocado, first-time caller, long-time listener, and I am fucked. I have big problem. Didi is in trial right now, and I went to one of his freak-offs, and I am so worried that I'm going to jail. How do I prevent myself from going to jail? Because of Didi, I don't know what to do. Should I go on the run? What should I do? My name is Hector Avocado. I could really use your help. Big fan, big problem.
All right, your 69 seconds starts now, Sami.
Okay, so do I have an opportunity to have a conversation with Victor Avocado, or because I have a follow-up question? No? Okay, great. How do you avoid going to jail? I do think that you find a really nice family at a grocery store and just kind of explain, share, be open and honest about what you're experiencing, and someone will take you into their basement and hold you there to protect you from going to jail. And then one day you can just escape and live your life and meet a man to have a relationship with, if that's something that you choose, or a woman, if that's something that you choose. And then this can all be in the past. I think you should meditate a little bit and focus on deep breathing exercises. But other than that, I think that you are going to be okay. I think you're going to be okay, Mr. Avocado. I hope that's helpful enough. And I'm going to keep talking to fill space. And I just want to acknowledge that that's what's happening. Makes me sad that there are people out there who feel...
All right, thank you, Sami. Okay, we're going to play the final voicemail, which you both will be responding to. Maverick, you'll be starting off once the voicemail finishes.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, here we go. Final voicemail.
Hey, so this is super embarrassing to call in and ask about, but I don't really have anyone else to talk to about this topic. So anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna get into it, I guess. I've had my period for 7 months straight now, and I feel like that's probably normal. Everyone's different, but I don't know. I'm just a little nervous. Is that at all weird?
Okay, your 69 seconds, Maverick, starts now.
First of all, what in the fuck, dude? Okay? She gets Hector Avocado and I get this lady having a goddamn hemorrhage? What the fuck's going on here? Second of all, lady, I don't know. I grew up with a mom, 2 sisters. I don't even think they're humans, okay? I don't think that that's a good thing or a bad thing. A, if it's bleeding for 7 months, you know you got blood in your body, because if you stop bleeding, that's the bad part, okay? And B, why does your fucking voice sound like that? Why is it so wet and breathy? Did you think you're going to call a fucking sex line or something? A male set, were you one of those sex lines, but it's for a guy instead of a girl? You know, and I don't know what he would say to you. Probably something like, hey, what's and then you're like, hey, my vagina is bleeding. And he'd fucking hang up on you. All right. And also, talk to a doctor. All right. I used to weld. I don't know shit about fuck. First of all, how much blood is it? Is it a drop? Is it 7 liters? Okay. Is there clots in it? What the fuck are we doing here? Did you get in a knife fight only using your fucking feet and someone slashed your labia? I don't know. What are you doing to mitigate it? Is there tampons? Is there pads? Are you just fucking putting a goddamn tourniquet on it? Right? Do you have a clit tourniquet you're putting on that motherfucker? Because you should probably do something. Direct pressure.
Okay, that's it. All right, thank you. Sami, your 69 seconds to respond to the voicemail starts now.
Okay, well, first of all, I want to just acknowledge that that's a very vulnerable thing to share. And I can relate to you. I definitely can understand and empathize because I also have a vagina. You're very brave for sharing this. And also, I hear you. It might be pretty human. However, that's too human. And I don't want to be judgmental about that, but I would love to offer you some kind of way to support you in finding a doctor. I think that is self-care, because what we know about the female body is that we tend to have our period once a month, for a month. Or have you been having your period for 7 straight? Is it 7 straight months that you've been bleeding? That's what I think I'm curious about. Or have you just started recording your period for the past 7 months? You've gotten because I've also gotten my period for the past 7 months, just for 5 days out of the full month. But whatever it is, thank you so much for sharing, and please reach out again if you're looking for more support to find clarity on this.
All right, well, that's it. Give it up. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, I'll kick us off if we're ready here. Okay. Let's start off. Yeah, Sami. I gave you a +1. Really funny. So I gave you a +1 across the board. I give you some points for pointing out that you have a vagina. I thought that was a good editorial there. I docked you some points on logic. I don't think you really helped out Hector Avocado at all. He was looking for like man solutions, and you were giving him kind of just like a lot of like you're just reassuring him, and that's not going to help him at all. So I had to dock you for that, but overall, I thought it was very funny, and so I gave you a lot of points for that. And all right, is this your real Maverick McWilliams? That's a real name. Yeah, I thought that was great. I give you some points for disparaging the laptop class. Thought that'll appeal to the viewer base who's tuning into this show. I give you some points for pointing out that Keith Muffin is a terrible fake name. I think Maverick McWilliams is way more realistic. And yeah, quality of solutions. Just that I thought that you're really solid on that. I thought tourniquet for the clit was something I've thought of as well, and so maybe we should sync up on that after the show. Yeah, I don't want to reveal too much about the scoring criteria, but both of you did very well.
Thank you. Well said, Bill. So I gave you both an extra point all around for making me feel like we were shooting this at a sunglass hut. That was very, very good. Sami, you had a lot of empathy. I'll give you that. I felt like you didn't really help anybody. But you did your best. You're very sweet to all of them, especially the lady with hemorrhoids. I will say Hector Avocado said he was at a Diddy party and you told him to find love. So the logic is, I think he was looking for legal advice. Sincere, you're very sincere with him though. I'm sure Hector appreciated that. Passion, the chick with the hemorrhoids. I felt like you were really passionate about that. You really, you stuck with it. You're on topic with all those hemorrhoids. Told her that it's, she's brave. And you gave her some good advice to go to a doctor. That was smart thinking. Maverick, I like you all around. I think you're a great guy. Like Top Gun, you're fantastic. I just wish Tom Cruise were in you. With the glasses on, you remind me of Risky Business, but maybe if like the business was hanging drywall or something. Empathy, I gave you I docked points for empathy. You didn't care about the lady and her hemorrhoids at all.
Was it hemorrhoid?
They were hemorrhoids.
I didn't know they were hemorrhoids. I thought it was her period.
That's what I heard. Listen, I'm a judge here. So it's definitely hemorrhoids. You're very mean to her, and for logic, I gave you a 5. Anybody wearing sunglasses like that indoors is a reasonable guy. Sincerity, I docked a couple of points on that because you're making fun of the lady with the hemorrhoids. It's not an easy thing to go through having those hemorrhoids, and it sounded like she had a lot of them. Quality of solutions, you didn't help anybody. You just made fun of them. You gave them a hard time, but yeah, you're both great.
Go ahead, Tim. That was an impression of you spitting up a big load, Sami. Maverick, loved the misogyny. I thought it was great. Slash labia, hilarious, really showing what Austin comedy is all about. The muffin scone joke, incredible. Love that. Nice wedding ring. What are you married to? A guy? You're gay. Boom roast. And then Sami, you look like you really want to take the top off your mic, put it on your nose, and say, just clowning around. Loved your passion. Loved your energy. Love the sincerity on a comedy podcast. It was really incredible. I thought the best stuff, the biggest pops for me were, how you continue to ask questions to somebody that wasn't there. But all jokes aside, Maverick, great job. Sami, you should change your name to Goose because you just laid an egg, bitch.
Wow. Okay, thank you to the judges for their wisdom and their feedback. I have been tallying and retallying the scores. Like Santa, I checked it twice. You both competed fiercely. You had me laughing the whole time. But unfortunately, I am going to have to reveal who won, who lost, who will be advancing to part 1 of the quarterfinals, and who will have to leave my house immediately.
Wait, so what is this? This isn't the quarterfinals?
This is the preliminary first heat.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry.
All right. Maverick McWilliams.
Yes.
Sami Blumenthal. One of you has won, and one of you didn't. Maverick McWilliams.
What?
Congratulations, you will
dude!
to part 1.
We're doing it!
Of the quarterfinals of the Summer 2025 Podcasting Olympics. It was a close race.
Men.
Wait,
Wait, I have to come back? I have to come back to do this again?
Yes, you will have to come back for at least one more episode.
Fuck, all right, I'll do it.
Thank you.
I understand.
Sami?
Thank you for having me.
No, please leave it.
Hey, that's his blanket though, so leave it here though.
Yeah, please leave the blanket.
Leave that blanket. His wife would be fucking pissed
Yeah,
if we
my
take
wife
that.
would
Dude.
be.
Thank you. No, I got you. Always. And I don't care that you look like a maitre d' at a Fuddruckers. I don't give a shit. I think you look good.
Yeah,
How do you feel about losing?
I think that it makes me feel sad.
Okay. Is that it?
I had just took time out of my day to be here,
Yeah.
and it didn't go the way that I wanted, but that's also life.
Yeah.
And I find acceptance in that, and I'm just going to get on out of here and move past this.
What are you going to do now that you lost?
I'm going to journal about this moment, if there was any learning points that I can reflect on and become better, and maybe go to a Diddy party, because I think I just need to relate more to people that are different than me.
Can I get a shot of you walking to your car?
Are you gonna block my license plate? Can I just walk up to someone else's car? I don't have my keys with me.
Just walk.
Maverick.
Yeah.
You won.
Yeah.
You won your battle, and you will be advancing. How do you feel, buddy? You must be feeling so much. So much must be racing through your head and through your heart.
Oh, that's it? Oh, they're going to say so much something. Yeah, honestly, nothing's racing through my head. Nothing's racing through my heart. I had a DQ Blizzard on the way over here. Shout out DQ. Those things fucking slap. Wish you had tougher competition up top. That would have been sick. Wish you didn't book the same 3 fucking dudes to judge. And I'm going to take this water. Nobody can stop me. All right, I got to go. Bye.
What's his fucking problem, dude? We just gave him the W. Do we have time
We cannot
to?
alter any scores. So thank you, Maverick. We'll see you in the next round.
No, I'm just kidding. Gentlemen, thank you so much. We're not judging you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Congratulations. Appreciate it, guys. Congratulations.
Man to man, congratulations.
Really good job. Really good job.
If you have a penis, you have an advantage.
Wow, this episode has been nuts so far. We're now heading into the final battle of Heat 1, Episode 1 of the first day 1 of 2025 summer season of the Podcast Olympics. Oh, I can't hear you! Oh, I can't hear you! Austin, Texas! All right. Coming in on this next game, we have Drew Nickens and Taylor Neely. Welcome, gentlemen. How are we doing today?
Fantabuloso.
Jesus, Taylor, do you think you can top that?
I'm just doing the best I can.
Okay. Well, very different vibes, possibly very different temperaments and mindsets going into this this competition here. Gentlemen, what's your strategy when it comes to comedy podcasting? Do you have one? Do you have any thoughts on it?
Yeah, scorched earth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
No survivors.
Drew?
Why is the McRib not a full-time McDonald's item?
Save that. That could be its own whole podcast, Drew. You're sitting on gold there. All right. This game we're playing, once again, is Talking Points. Here's how it works. One of you is going to go first. I'm going to give one person 5 topics back to back to back. Each time I give you a topic, you'll have 69 seconds to riff on that topic uninterrupted. Once you're done, I'll move on to the next person, and we'll do the same thing. I'll give you 5 topics back to back to back. Every time I give you a topic, you have 69 seconds to riff on the topic, and then we move on. While this is going on, our judges are scoring you on a base of different criterion here. If you have a problem with how the criterion works, judges, change it up. Coordinate a different category together and then judge them on that, okay? Figure it out.
All right.
I don't give a fuck.
All right, yeah. One of the new categories is how bad you can embarrass Ike. So
oh, yeah? Okay, great.
If you do that
well, whatever. I guess.
But write that as the first one. Cross out bravery or
Shut
whatever
up.
he wrote.
Okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and go to a coin flip to see who goes first. Just to be clear, the options in the coin flip are heads or tails. Drew, your name comes first alphabetically. You're going to call it in the air.
Tails, because my bitch got ass.
It is, in fact, tails.
You're going first, Taylor.
Okay. All right, Taylor's going to be going first today.
Oh, dude, you're fucked, Taylor. You're fucked, Taylor. He's coming to...
Because of sound effects? I'm not afraid of sound effects.
Dude, he just put you in his back pocket with that.
Yeah, what do you respond to that?
This is how I feel. And I'm so fucking nervous.
That was a pretty good rebuttal, dude.
That was pretty solid.
That was a pretty good rebuttal,
Drew, do one more.
I just changed my opinion.
You look like you eat big ribs.
Taylor Neely, you are up first. 69 seconds is on the clock. Please use your full time to riff uninterrupted. Don't get squirrely on me. Your first topic is laser tag.
Laser tag is cool. I wish it was real guns. We got to give children guns in laser tag. I don't really feel that way. I just thought it'd be fun to say something shocking right off the rip, and that's fine. Laser tag is cool and stuff. I did it recently, and I like you can like kind of push kids over. That's kind of like allowed if they get in the way. You kind of get caught up in the moment, and everyone signs a waiver saying like if you get hurt. It's not the laser tag's fault, so I feel like it's also not my fault. So I feel like you're allowed to kind of bulldoze kids over, kind of like hit children, kind of like spank children, you know, just do normal laser tag stuff. Spanking should be a part of laser tag. I think you should get extra points in laser tag for spanking. I don't like that laser tag, like you can't spit and scratch and bite. I think we should have more of that. Also sharks. Let's like have a great white shark involved. Maybe a moat. I don't know. I feel like most laser tag places are dropping the ball. Hey, laser tag, maybe a moat with one really angry great white shark, you know, like you told them.
All right, time is up. Your next topic is brown people.
Brown people, like, I don't know, are they covered in, like, they were gardening or something and they're all dirty? Because, you know, you can just take a shower to wash yourself off if you're covered in dirt. But there's all sorts of different kinds of brown people. People covered in chocolate, those are brown people. But you can also wash that off. I feel like if you're a brown person, just wash it off. I don't know why you would continue to be brown when you have the option to not be brown. You know, it's pretty, being brown doesn't seem like a good way to go through life because you're dirty. Take a shower. What other kinds of brown people are, you know, a bunny rabbit during, Easter is a brown, it's not really a person, it's a brown rabbit. But what is a rabbit other than a man dressed in a costume during a children's birthday party? What else about brown people? Brown, someone covered in shit is a brown person, is someone covered in shit. I don't know of any other kind of brown people other than people who should probably.
All right, time is up on that. Time is up. Time is up. Homelessness.
Homelessness. I used to smoke crack with homeless guys in Atlanta, Georgia, and I could speak honestly. I have a lot of agency when it comes to this. And I'm just going to give you some tips and tricks. If you want to smoke crack in Atlanta, Georgia, go to Memorial Drive and kind of scout out like the most dependable looking homeless guy you see. And what you do, you go up to him, you drive up to him, you roll down the window, you say, hey, I'd like to place an order for crack. They leave, they come back, and they always come back. Homeless people are like deer. If you keep feeding them, they'll keep coming back. And it's the only time a homeless guy walked off with my money is when I put in an order for Percocet. So when it comes to crack cocaine, they will come back because they want a little taste. And the rules of smoking crack with homeless guys is you got to share. You got to share a little bit, because also my mom always said, don't smoke crack alone. No son of mine is going to smoke crack alone. Utilize the buddy system when smoking crack with homeless guys. I don't know how Austin, Texas goes when smoking crack. I only smoked crack one time in Austin, and I gave a guy $5 and he threw the crack rock on the ground.
All right, time's up on that one. The next topic is pretending you're not high.
Pretending I'm not high. Whenever I don't like being high in the first place because it makes me feel like I have chores to do. So that's not even a problem I have pretending to not be high. I don't know. Are we talking weed? Are we talking crack cocaine? Are we talking opiates? Because if I'm on opiates, I'm not hiding it. I feel incredible and everyone's going to know. MDMA is probably the easiest drug to... impossible to hide. You're on MDMA because you're going to be telling everybody you absolutely love them so much, and you're going to compliment them endlessly. But if you're going to hide it, I don't know, maybe like put on a sheet or something. You can hide under the sheet. I don't know, go under the bed. Maybe like lock yourself in a room, physically hide from someone. Maybe like if you're on a second story, jump in some bushes. The bushes will break your fall. I don't know, go to the library. I feel like the library is a good place to go hide if you're high. Go behind a bookshelf.
Time's up. Your last topic is wardrobe malfunctions.
Wardrobe malfunctions. I wish I had more in my life. I feel like that would be a good step in I think that if I'm going to get famous, I think it'll be from some famous wardrobe malfunction. Like I'm dancing. The host is having a wardrobe malfunction right now. Literally look at his crotch. His crotch, literally, he has a wardrobe malfunction right now. It looks like he's got a little white penis, and we know he doesn't have a little white penis. He's got a little uncircumcised little brown penis. We all know that about Ike. But if I were... Your shirt's poking through your fly on your pants the whole time.
I just see my shirt.
It's because your belly's in the way. But if I were to have a male, I think I would if my ideal wardrobe malfunction would be if my shoes exploded. Or you ever get scared of having lace up boots that go really high? If they caught on fire, it would take a long time to get them off. That's one of my biggest fears, is having lace-up boots that go up really high and they're on fire and you have to untie them to take them off. That really is one of my biggest fears, next to waking up holding an AR-15.
All right, time is up for Taylor Neely.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Taylor, you can go ahead and put your microphone down and relax. Drew, you're up here. Same rules apply. I'm going to give you 5 topics back to back. You have 69 seconds to riff on those topics. Here we go. Your first topic is plants that hurt you.
Oh, plants that hurt you. That's like crack. Because crack hurts you, right, sir? Plants that hurt you. You ever get poison ivy? That really sucks. It's like taking a Vyvanse and then masturbating. Your dick is just throbbing. That's how that fucking works. Am I right? Am I right, Ike? Because you look like you have some Preparation H in your jacket because it's yellow. I don't know. So here's what I'm going to say about plants that hurt you. Plants that hurt you are like women that hurt you. You never forgive them and you just cry. You cry a lot. But that's okay because, it'll heal. And not really heal, but you'll have problems and you'll smoke crack with homeless people. Hell yeah, right? Because that's how that works. Because I always hurt because of plants. I mean women. I mean plants. I don't know. But I like marijuana. I can't smoke it because I don't want to kill people because I have a head injury. But still, plants hurt sometimes. Because you ever fall on a cactus? I have because I have no balance. Fuck! It's like a fucking
All right, your time is up.
Okay.
Your next topic is Ding Dong Ditch.
Ding dong, bitch. Oh man, I love Asian porn. Asian porn's so good, man. You just can't watch the ones that involve gymnastics, because gymnastics, that means they're under 16, and that's illegal. 18 too, because they're all really, really good. Yeah, lower the volume because I am really on something. You ever seen a bitch get fucked on a balance beam? Fucking incredible, dog. Ding dong, bitch. Man, I get hurt sometimes because I think about Anita and she makes me. Okay, but anyway, so back to Asian porn. Asian porn is so good. Ding Dong Bitch 2, that's a really good one. You should watch it. It's got this Filipino chick in a nurse's outfit, and she's on one of the bars, and it's really, really good because she comes in, she does a flip, and then she does a split on the dick. And I know you're from ATL, so that means you know about splits on the dick. You know what I'm saying? Magic City in this bitch. But anyways, I love strippers. Strippers can listen to anything. I really love strippers. I think strippers are awesome. Just like I need a condom if I'm gonna fuck.
All right, time is up. Anal on the first date.
Okay, so Taco Bell is so awesome. I love Taco Bell, but you can't have Taco Bell if you're going to go on a first date because you might have to get fucked in the ass. Right, Taylor? Because that's how that works. And if you're going to get fucked in the ass, that means you have to have a condom. Am I right, Brian? Because if you don't, then you're going to get shit on the dick, and nobody wants shit on the dick. Am I right, Matty Stew? That's how it works. Because shit on the dick, and it hurts. I don't know if you've ever had anal. I haven't, but man, girls really scream out in pain when it's not supposed to happen. You ever watch those compilations on YouTube? I do, where they come in and they're fucking and then they accidentally get it in the asshole. It's fucking insane how much they cry, dog. I cry a lot. I'm very unstable, but that's okay. But back to anal. Anal is pretty cool if you watch it like big black guys like me. We go hard on anal. We go in, right, Brian? Right, Kojak? But no, anal on the first date, I don't know. It makes me nervous because I have erectile dysfunction because of my depression medication, but I think I can make it work. I really like anal. I like watching it.
All right, time is up. Your next topic is puppet shows.
Puppet shows. That's like fucking Epstein, am I right? Sticking them up there. I like puppet shows. I sound like a Muppet character, so I understand that. I love Sesame Street. Anyone else like Sesame Street? Yeah. Yeah, my favorite song. Sesame Street has bops. It's some of my favorite songs. Like there's a song called Put Down the Ducky. It's a great one. Yeah, Put Down the Ducky. And like you see, Ike has another Big Bird fucking jacket on right now. Am I right? Hey. He's like a hippie. He's got no shoes on. Anyways, but I love Sesame Street. Sesame Street is so great. I do not like Bear in the Big Blue House. I know, controversial topic, but we talk about the hard stuff here on this podcast. But what I really like about puppet shows is you get to watch it's like kid shows. I love kid shows. Do you like kid shows? I like the Doodle Bops. The Doodle Bops is fucking incredible. They sing songs and everything of that nature. It's great. I love everything about a kid's show, except for the kids. Fuck.
All right, kids. Your final topic is tap water.
Tap water. That makes the frogs gay, am I right? Okay, I didn't get claps on that one. But I love tap water. Tap water is what I grew up on, and it's not why I'm this way, but you know what? We'll take it for what it is. But you ever fuck a bitch under a tap water sink? Call that Chinese water torture. Am I right? Hell yeah. But I love tap water because you can make ramen noodles with that. You don't make ramen noodles with bottled water. We ain't no bougie bitches in this thing. Am I right? I have a lot of energy, but I don't know why. Maybe it's the tap water that I've been drinking. Oh, it's Ozarka. It's not tap water, but there's a lot of tap water. Did you know Nestle makes water with their tap water? Nestle bottled water is just tap water. It's just fancy water. It's fancy tap water. I can't understand why. Yeah. And let's give it up for everybody here. This has been awesome. I'm having a lot of fun. I love tap water. I love Ding Dong Bitch. Watch that on YouTube or X videos or wherever you can watch it in Texas. And don't smoke crack unless you're going to ask a homeless guy. Am I right?
All right, time is up. That is it for you, Drew Nickens, in the Talking Points game here in Day 1, Heat 1 of the first ever Iteration 1 Summer 2025 Podcast Olympics. Judges, I'm going to go ahead and collect your scores if you're already finished circling them. Here we go.
This is actually... This is going to determine one thing here. Drew, if you got to put down the ducky...
Put down the ducky.
You gotta put down the ducky.
Put down the ducky.
You gotta put down the ducky if you wanna play the saxophone. All right.
That's not during the thing. That should not count. That should not count towards anything.
I was just seeing if he was about it or not.
He was totally about it.
I'm not really sure what happened, but I'm going to go tally the scores. Judges, if you want to go ahead and kick things off and let the comedians know what you felt about their performance in that game.
Can I start?
Yeah, go. Yeah.
Back to you, Greg.
All right. Back to me. Taylor, my notes for you, the first one was pretty violent. The second one was pretty racist.
It wasn't racist.
I gave you a 5 in creative direction, though.
Thank you.
I did give you a 5 in creative direction. Well, I don't even remember his last top.
I noticed...
Oh, you know a lot about crack.
That is true.
Yeah. That won me over.
I believed everything you said about crack.
That was a winning point. I also...
Also, what sucks for you is we changed the staying on topic to embarrass Ike. Because Drew did not stay on topic, but he did embarrass Ike. And you also embarrassed Ike.
So, yeah, that was pretty good.
That sucks for you, though.
Which part?
We changed staying on topic to embarrass Ike. I would have given Drew a 1 in staying on topic.
Yeah, staying on topic was your best.
You stayed on topic the whole time. But we got rid of that category.
I embarrassed Ike a little bit, but he embarrassed Ike a lot.
No, you both got 5s in that from me.
Okay.
You
We're
both
just
embarrassed
saying
Ike.
if it was staying on topic, you would have swept him under
You would
the
have
rug.
gotten 4
Unfortunately.
points.
Yes.
But don't we segue? You're supposed to segue into new topics when you're talking about a topic. Right?
I think you'll be pleased with your score.
Drew, you only had to stay on it for 69 seconds. You didn't need a segue in 69 seconds, but I love the segues.
Yeah. Who fucking likes tap water?
Drew, you covered probably 35 topics during your 6 topics of coverage.
Drew can get a lot done. 69 seconds, that's like what, 4 Pop-Tarts, Drew? I mean,
a kid cuisine meal.
That's what I'm talking about.
Drew, we gave you, it was on a scale of 5. We did give you a 6 for passion, at least from me.
Yeah, I gave you a 7 on passion. So it was out of 5, though.
And while that's all nice and good, I didn't count those extra points since that wasn't on the score. Okay.
What?
I'm sorry.
It's going to be close then.
It's going to be real close then.
It was close. 4 points away from each other.
Oh.
Anything you want to say before I reveal the news to each other? Any final words?
I really just appreciate the opportunity to come here and just be amongst friends, And if I have to walk away brokenhearted, I don't know what I'll do with myself because, I got broken up with recently and I'm trying to get off kratom and, this might be the final nail in the coffin if I don't walk away victorious. So
I need my scorecard back. I need my scorecard. I didn't know that.
The scores are locked in.
So, honestly, I kind of really needed this a lot for my own mental.
Can you please bring the scorecards back? Please bring the scorecards back.
They're under lock and key. I'm afraid there's nothing that can be done.
Fuck.
Can I sing at your funeral?
Project.
I'll sing at your funeral, Taylor. Don't worry, it'll be great. We'll sing "Put Down the Ducky."
Let's go, dude. I would love to harmonize, Drew. I would love to harmonize, please.
Yeah, I will harmonize. It was a pleasure working with you, Taylor. Please don't smoke crack, because that would be very detrimental to the white race. Yeah. Thank you. All right, let's see.
All right, time to reveal the scores. Jokes were told, laughs were had. But in the end, only one of you can move on to the quarterfinals of the first iteration of the summer 2025. I guess it technically would be the only iteration of the 2025 season. I'll have to really think about the most succinct way to describe this competition. One of you is about to advance, and one of you will need to leave my house immediately. Drew Nickens. You are moving on to the quarterfinals. You had a perfect score. A perfect score. Taylor, you were only off by 4 points, but unfortunately, that's all it takes for me to ask you right now to get the fuck out.
You have like any milk?
I do, but
Can I get a glass
if
of
Drew
milk?
would like
Dude,
milk,
please,
I'll give some to Drew.
No, can you please give him some milk,
Can I
dude?
have
I think
some
he's going to
milk?
kill himself. Please give him milk.
Are you going to kill yourself?
Say yes. Do you want the milk?
Yeah, I really want some milk. I just need to chug a glass of milk. It really
I
helps.
only have half and half. I'm sorry, Taylor. You got to go.
988 Taylor, help is available. Dial 988.
It was truly nice knowing everyone.
I wanted you to live.
Hope you got everything like you wanted from me in my time here.
Taylor, if you do kill yourself and meet your other brothers in heaven like Ironclaw,
I don't.
tell them I said hello.
I don't think that performance was worth killing yourself, Taylor. I think it was. You should be proud.
Do you feel like that was biased in any way, or?
Yeah, I feel like, I feel like they were trying to, they gotta go, these days you really want to give people who are disabled, they want to give them more of a chance, and I feel like if both of our brains were not traumatically injured, we could have had a more even-keeled match. So I feel like I am going to go get a lawyer, and you guys will be hearing from my legal team.
Now, with the approach that you had and against Drew Nickens, I saw a little bit of a couple faces. Do you think that he's lying about the brain injury?
I think he's lying about being black. Oh, but by the brain injury? No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right. Well, yeah, you gotta
All right, I gotta go. I gotta walk.
get going.
All right, I'll see you.
Drew Nickens, congratulations. You won the final battle of the first heat of the podcast Olympics.
I think I
Summer
heard
2025 season.
I think I heard a gunshot out there.
I don't know what's going on, but yeah, no. Drew, how do you feel, man? Anything you want to say to the other competitors or the audience at home or anybody at all?
I'm excited to be here. I heard that the winner gets a trip to Six Flags, and I like amusement parks, so I'm very excited. I put my heart into it because I love Six Flags, and Six Flags is my favorite roller coaster. That's my favorite roller coaster. It's called the Titan. So you ready? We can go together, Ike. You just can't wear that jacket. That's a jacket.
Dun 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 We like to party. We like to party.
All right. We'll have to see. I'll have to check the. We'll have to check the budget.
Yay!
My God, what a day of healthy competition here at the Podcast Olympics. There have been laughs and I think maybe even a few tears. But there's been a lot of things learned along the way. Namely, who some of the top podcasters are who have proven themselves and will be moving on to the quarterfinals here at the Podcast Olympics. From all of us here in podcasting and specifically the Podcast Olympics, I thank you for joining us, and tune in next week for another full episode.
I got fellas to my left, honeys on my right, and bring them both together, we'll be freaking all night. And after the show is the after party, and after the party is the hotel lobby, and come on to your feet, I wanna piss on a child, give me that tutu,
Wait.
can I get that?
Wait, huh?